What's up everyone, this is Cyberknight, and today I have a Yugioh Playmat collection video for you guys. So yeah, I've seen a lot of requests for this video, thought it'd be fun just to go through all my different playmats that I have, and just do like a big collection video, because as I was going through them and sorting my different playmats that I own, I have way more than I should, honestly. It's kind of one of those things I've just kind of collected, get them cheap, you know, here and there, and then all of a sudden you have like a mountain of playmats. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. First off, we have, this is my newest playmat, actually. It has Yugi and a Tim on it. It's the 2017 Comic-Con playmat. It looks awesome. It kind of looks like even the Megatin art and stuff, too, basically. So, really nice looking, and yeah, I mean, I had to get that because it just looks awesome. Then after that, I have my Requiem Dragon playmat, which this is another one that's one of my favorites. I mean, just like the stained glass window, like, wings that he has looks amazing. It's one of my favorite playmats that I've gotten recently, and I've heard a lot of you guys, you know, say that you really like this playmat too, and I just love the design. It is one of the coolest looking playmats. After that, I have this 2012 playmat. It has, you know, the Chaos form of Utopia and Yuma on the front of it. It's kind of plain, but I really like it because Utopia is one of my favorite cards from Zexal, and I always enjoy the different forms. So I had to get that because it just looks awesome, especially with his Chaos form like that. It just looks neat. Then I also have this Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's playmat. It has Junk Warrior on it. Again, another one that I just think looks really cool with the colors and everything. Looks awesome. And I always like the design for Junk Warrior anyway. And just everything about it just looks nice. So like this purple and blue and green. It really does look like one of the coolest like color choices for a playmat. After that too, I do have my Noble Knight playmat. This is probably one of the cheapest and easiest playmats you can get, but I still really like this one because it's Noble Knights. You know, I like the design they did with that, and I wish they'd make more official playmats like this so you can actually just buy, you know, in different boxes and stuff. So I think it looks awesome, and you guys know I love Noble Knights, so obviously one of my favorites. Like I said too, I think it might be $5 or $10 to get one of these, so it's pretty cheap. It's probably the cheapest of all the playmats I'm going to be showing. Then I also have this Regional Qualifier 2010 X-Saber playmat. Again, just looks awesome. I mean, I like X-Sabers anyway. I think they're, you know, I always like the idea of them because, you know, I love synchro summoning. And, yeah, I mean, it just looks awesome having these different monsters on it. And, of course, too, I didn't actually win this. I just bought this playmat. I forget if I bought it from, like, a person or if I got it from eBay or something. But, yeah, I didn't, of course, you know, I wasn't the regional qualifier. Just making sure people know that, obviously. Then, of course, after that, I have the Yu-Gi-Oh! Starter Deck Yugi and Kaiba Reloaded playmat. Another one that I think just looks awesome. Of course, you have Dark Magician and Blue Eyes in the background. And, I mean, Yugi and Kaiba. You can't really go wrong with that, obviously. Then I also have this Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Side of Dimensions movie playmat. This one's actually pretty tough to get. I think they only had it in the UK or something like that. I don't remember exactly everywhere where you could buy this, but I know this was something that you couldn't buy in the US unless, you know, somebody actually imported it or something. But yeah, it's just a simple playmat, yet it looks so cool. Just like I like the design for the posters and the pack itself for Dark Side of Dimensions, so I really like this one as well. Then we also have the playmat with Shark on the front, and then Chaos number 32. So, again, I just like it because I like Chaos number 32. It's one of my favorite numbers. And, you know, having Shark on the front, too, is pretty awesome. One of my favorite characters of the series. Then we also have one of his sister, Rio. And then, of course, another number monster, 103. The Chaos Swarm as well. And, again, I mean, the design just looks really cool. Just, you know, like I said, the combination stuff. I guess purple, I guess I really like purple on playmats because it just looks cool. That kind of evil sort of look to it. I don't know, it just looks awesome in my opinion. Also have this Yu-Gi-Oh! Judge 2014 playmat. Again, there's another one of those things, I'm not a judge or anything. I bought this, I think, off eBay if I remember correctly. I just really like it because it has a Castlevania theme to it, and it just looks awesome I mean, the castle in the background, even bats and everything. Great Halloween-themed playmat. I should probably use this month anyway. Then, of course, another playmat with Yugi and Kaiba on that. I've realized, too, going through these playmats, I have a lot of playmats with Yugi and Kaiba, obviously. But yeah, I like this one because it has, you know, this artwork of Dark Magician. And basically, I think the same artwork for Blue Eyes. It's just, like, not the tablet ones where he's actually about to, you know, do his attack. So, looks nice. And another one from the New York Comic-Con, actually, this time. So it's a Comic-Con playmat, is what I'm trying to say. Looks awesome. I mean, it's Yugi and Kaiba. Again, what else can you really say? Then afterwards, I have this 2011 playmat, and it's probably one of my favorites because it has Yugi, Jaden, and Yusei. I mean, just three of my favorite characters from the series. Like, I love the first three series of Yu-Gi-Oh! Of course, you know, I like the newer ones too, but these are probably my favorite main characters, and probably in the order that they're introduced even. And, yeah, I mean, having them all on a playmat is just awesome. And you don't see too much with Jaden either. So that's another reason I like it. Then also have these like Duelist Kingdom playmats. These are pretty cheap. I mean, I think they're like 20 bucks brand new back then. You probably can find them cheaper, but I still love the design they went with them because, of course, you have Kaiba with blue eyes and Soggy Dark Clown. Then after that, I also have the version of it with Joey, which has, of course, red eyes and Time Wizard. Again, looks awesome on that. Look like they're basically like Toon Monsters, too. And then, of course, the one with Yugi that has Gaia and Dark Magician. So, again, just, I like the design. Like I said, it kind of reminds me of, like, Toon versions of these monsters, even, if you want to think of it like that. I really hope, though, they make more of these. I'd love to have one for, like, GX and 5Ds and stuff, too. Get the Signer Dragons. That'd be awesome. Then also, another one of my favorites. This is one of those playmats I was wanting for such a long time. Remember, it was really expensive back then, too, when I played Stardust Assault. And, yeah, I mean, it has Stardust Assault on it. It has Yusei. The only thing I don't like about it is that the little zone marks, you know, on it kind of cover up the picture. That's my only complaint. It's still one of my favorite playmats, though, and it's awesome. I mean, it's from 2009, so that seems weird that it's been that long ago for 5Ds and everything, too. Man, time's just flying. Also, another one with Yugi and Kaiba. You guys have probably seen this playmat the most, because it is probably one of my favorites as well. I mean, it might be my favorite, to be very honest. It's one from the San Diego Comic-Con for 2016, and you have Amulet Dragon on one side, you have Mirror Force Dragon on the other, and of course, Yugi and Kaiba. So yeah, I mean, that's all you gotta say. It looks awesome. Waking the Dragons, one of my favorite seasons of the original series, even though it's kind of like supposed to be a filler arc, I think, technically. It's just awesome. So this playmat is really cool. I never thought we'd actually get those cards. You know, actually having Tamais and stuff these days, it's still really weird to me because I never thought we would have them. Then I also have this other con exclusive playmat. It's like a bigger playmat. As you guys can see, it's for 2 players. And obviously, too, this is from Zexal. So you have, you know, of course, Yuma and Utopia. Then you have the Photonic Seed. I don't remember its name right now. Unfortunately, I'm drawing a blank right now, but I'm sure you guys will say in the comments. And also Kaito, or Kite, on the other side. So it's just nice because it's a bigger playmat. I like how they did that on some of these. Then I also have this one. It's kind of plain, really, but it's this Legacy of the Valiant playmat. It's, again, you know, 2-player playmat. It's just kind of neat because I like the colors, and it kind of looks like, you know, something's like fusing in the middle. But, yeah, it's kind of just a plain and simple playmat after that, too. And then, of course, here's this playmat yeah, it's this huge playmat I'm using on top of this table because this table is actually a granite, like, topped table, or it's supposed to be like a kitchen island technically. We'll talk about that when I do the studio tour. That's going to happen really soon. But this kind of helps with soundproofing. So that's the reason I got this huge playmat, and it has like 4 people can play on it. So it works really well for that. And now next up, I'm going to go through all my different sneak preview playmats. And again, it's another one of those things where these playmats usually get pretty cheap, and I've realized that I've acquired a lot of them over the years. So first off, we have my Maximum Crisis playmat. Probably one of my favorites on that because Zark is just freaking awesome. I mean, Zark's just like one of my favorite cards from Arc 5. Might actually be my favorite now I think about it. Then, of course, Dark Rebellion, another one that just looks awesome, too. I mean, Dark Rebellion, one of the best Xyz that we got. I mean, he's iconic for it and just looks awesome. So that's from the new Challengers. Then we have the Shadow Specters playmat. Again, looks really nice, too. So, yeah, have a number monster on it. I like to have these in front of the zones, by the way. I always like that. If they had the zones on it, I like the picture to be in front of it. Just looks a little bit better. Then Duelist Revolution, another one that I think looks cool. One of my favorite monsters that was used in the show for 5Ds, even though I think he's only in 1 episode. I mean, Draco Equest is like, I think, summoned once. So, still looks awesome in my opinion, and one of my favorites. I mean, I always like using them in my banners and different things if I can. Then, of course, another number for us, number 17, Generation Force. And, yeah, I mean, that looks awesome as well. I mean, it's a number monster, so you can't really go wrong with that either. Judgment of the Light have Utopia Victory, number 39. So, again, you guys know I love Utopia monsters, so had to get that. So then after that, we have Storm of Ragnarok sneak preview playmat. This one has Odin on the front of it, and my only complaint is I kind of wish it had all 3 of the polar gods on it. But other than that, Odin just looks awesome. And yeah, again, I think that's one of the coolest looking designs for 5Ds as well. Because, I mean, they had their own god cards. I think that's really cool. Then next up, Secrets of Eternity. So, again, I think this looks cool. This one's kind of different because it has, like, the zones, you know, that are in front of the monster, but his head kind of peeks over them. So that looks cool. It kind of gives you, like, a 3D look. And Runa is really awesome looking anyway, so. Then we have another number monster on a playmat. This one is from Legacy of the Valiant, number 101, or I should say the Chaos version of him. So that looks awesome too. Always thought it was cool, like his rib cage kind of looks like teeth or something. Then we have the one for Breakers of Shadow. I think this one's probably one of the coolest designed ones as well. I mean, with that yellow and black, I mean, I think that looks really awesome. And again, he's kind of like that 3D sort of look where he's like going through the zones or something, you know, it's like in between them. Looks pretty neat. Again, I like that color combination too. Then obviously, you gotta have one for Odd Eyes. Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, Duelist Alliance Playmat. Yeah, again, one of my favorites because Odd Eyes is one of my favorite cards too for Mark V. I mean, that's why I did that Odd Eyes deck profile, and I'm happy that he got such a good Pendulum monster at the end too, and hoping maybe we'll get more support in the future as well. But yeah, I mean, you gotta have one with Odd Eyes on the front. Then after that, Ancient Prophecy with the Ancient Fairy Dragon on the front. Another one that looks cool. It just seems weird that that pack is actually older now. I remember when it first came out, so really nostalgic to see this playmat again. And the color combination looks cool as well. I mean, with black and blue like that, looks awesome. Basically the same with the Dark Illusion as well. They almost have the same color schemes. So that one looks nice. Dark Illusion, one of the best sets that came out in Arc 5, and it's where we got our Dark Magician support, some new Dark Magician cards. So another one that would be one of my favorites just because of that, getting something new for Dark Magicians. And then next up we have the playmat that has my favorite number monster on it, and it just looks so awesome. I mean, Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon, it's just easily one of my favorites, and so much fun to bring out too in Galaxy Eyes builds. And yeah, I mean, Primal Origin I think was one of the best sets that came out for Zexal, because it brought so much support for different things, and this is one of my favorite playmats because of that too. Then I think this is our last of the sneak preview mats. We have the Dimension of Chaos mat, which has our new Red Dragon Archfiend, Starlight, I guess, or Scarlight, or whatever name you want to go with. I still think the translated name was a little weird. But yeah, just looks awesome. He's all battle damage looking, and I mean, it's another one that had a cool set, and really cool playmat to go with it. And then next up, I'm going to go through all my different custom playmats. So these are playmats that were made for me. Maybe I got someone to draw certain artwork for me and then got it printed and different things like that. So first off, we have my Pokemon playmat that I had made, and it looks awesome. It has some of my favorite Pokemon on the front of it. And I mean, yeah, I was like kind of chose like my Pokemon team, basically. And Typhlosion being my favorite, had to have him front and center on that too. And this is still one I use a lot in my Pokemon videos as well, because I just think it looks awesome. Then after that, Yugimation actually made this playmat for me. It has Galaxy Eyes Photon Prime on the front of it, and of course have original Galaxy Eyes and Galaxy Knight. So it's just a nice playmat that I use a lot. Whenever I'm going to do my Galaxy Eyes deck profile, which hopefully will be sooner than later, I need to remember to use this playmat during it, because I think I've just about always used this playmat for that, and I just love the design for it too. Like I said, props to Yugimation. He's the one that actually drew this for me and printed it and everything, so it's still one of my favorites too. I use it a lot. Then, of course, we have a couple of Big and Collectibles playmats that they've sent me. This is the one they sent me really recently with their new logo and everything. Looks nice. I mean, it's kind of a simple like layout, and I like that, to be very honest. So, looks pretty cool. Then, of course, this is the other Big and Collectibles playmat that I've used in the background of my videos a lot. Yeah, simple logo, really. I just like the color scheme, really, for it. It just kind of makes it a lot easier to see in videos and stuff, that yellow and blue, and it looks nice. Then I also have my Jokera.com playmat. But yeah, I actually designed this playmat. I think I did a pretty good job, too. I got their logo and put it on there, and I kind of went with sort of a, I don't know, Sith sort of theme, honestly. I kind of went with that red lightning. I thought it looked cool, and even like, sort of like even, I don't know, like a Star Wars tech board kind of pattern on the corners. It's one of my favorite playmats that I've made, and I think it came out really good. So I use that a lot still in my Jokera.com openings, so I think it's just one of the coolest looking design ones. And here is my first ever designed playmat. So you can kind of see one of my best, I feel like, to probably my worst, yet it's still one of my favorite playmats because it's so nostalgic to me. This is whenever playmats were a lot, you know, more expensive, and, you know, getting one was like 60 bucks or something like that at the cheapest, I think. You know, like sneak preview playmats were actually kind of pricey. And I remember I made this playmat for myself. I mean, you guys probably remember it from really long time old videos that I've made, and I still have it because obviously it means a lot to me, and you guys need to listen to this playmat as well. I mean, it tells you to please subscribe. So I just like it. I like the color scheme. It was actually supposed to be a dark blue, but the printing kind of got messed up and made it purple. So I've kind of always stuck with that sort of color scheme as well. Then this is a playmat I made right after that, where I had like a character of me drawn with, and when you really look at it nowadays too, you can tell the legs are a little big. I don't think my legs are really that big in comparison to the rest of me in real life, but yeah, I mean, I like the design of this one too, and it's where I got my new logo, or one of my newer logos. I mean, it's an older one now, and the latest Yu-Gi-Oh news here. I like how it says that. It was like also my background for YouTube there for a while, so it's just really cool on the design. Then here's a playmat I designed afterwards. I got a different drawing of me done and stuff too. The logo's still the same too for this one. And you can see, like, of course, number 10 and Hide Ride on both sides because they look like my logo. So I thought that was really neat. And even the Cyber Duelist logo on that too. So basically, again, I used my YouTube background and just kind of updated it a little bit and made a playmat out of it. Still one of my favorites because of that. I want to get all these Cyberknight playmats, like, framed too. I think that'd be cool. Then we also have this one. This is, of course, same logo and everything too. This playmat is another one that I made, and I actually printed this playmat. Yes, I actually went through the process of printing it. That's probably why it's not really the best quality, to be honest. You can kind of tell it's a little darker than the others. But I'm kind of proud of this one just because I actually got a white playmat, and I printed this together because I was trying to figure out if I could make playmats with some of the stuff I used to make signs and stuff. And it kind of worked. It's just, yeah, it's a little darker than the others. I think it could probably do better nowadays. But, yeah, it's obviously nostalgic to me because it's one I used for a long time as well. Now we're kind of getting a little bit more current with the themes. Of course, new logo on that one, that's the gold logo that I used for quite a while. Have a Dragoonity, have Phalanx, you know, have a Lady of the Lake, Galaxy Knight, and Cyberknight Dragon. It looks awesome. I like how I even made like these ghost sort of versions of them behind them, and even like the Matrix kind of numbers behind them too. One of my favorite designs. I think I did pretty good on that one. Without bragging on myself too much, you know? I just think it's cool. And then, of course, this is my newest design. I haven't really made another one in a few years, but this one is just really simple. I like it for that reason. Just has, of course, the logo on it. Doesn't even have Cyberknight anywhere on this playmat. And it's probably one of the ones I've used the most just because it's just really simple. I mean, you don't have to worry about, you know, having card zones or anything like that, and you can use this with any card games. So I like this playmat probably the most, you know, when you're not, you know, factoring in nostalgia. But, yeah, I might actually do an update of this sometime soon as well. Maybe add, you know, a new drawing, like character of me or something. I don't know. Or if I want to redo my logo at some point. But I like this one just because it's just really simple, to the point, and looks awesome. And next up we have my Japanese playmats that I have, my OCG playmats. You'll notice that these are, you know, just a variety of different sizes on these playmats just because Japan really doesn't stick with one size of playmat, or it doesn't seem like it. Nowadays I think they're using bigger playmats again, but they have like these smaller playmats, then like even my anniversary one is like slightly smaller than the normal size ones, and they're kind of all over the place on that. But these are probably some of my rarest playmats and toughest to get, and their designs are just awesome too, because of course, OCG, they always have some really cool designs for them. So first up we have one for Zexal with, of course, Photon Dragon and Chaos Utopia on the front. Simple design, yet I just think it looks awesome. Obviously, we didn't get that design, so still pretty cool. Then this is from the Korean Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds box, where basically they included a pack from every set that was in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. And there are two different playmats you could get. So one with Aki and then Crow, which I have that one obviously there too, with their Signer Dragons. And then the other playmat you could get had Jack and Yusei on it, with, of course, a Red Dragon and Stardust. Again, same size, you know, kind of smaller playmats, but they look really awesome. So these are actually Korean playmats. Then after that, this is probably one of the newer playmats I've gotten from the OCG, and that is this Dark Magician Girl playmat. It's still pretty rare right now. It's a smaller playmat, as you guys can see, and it, you know, goes with Dark Side Dimensions. So I just think it looks really nice on the design, and of course, you gotta have a Dark Magician Girl playmat. I think there's some kind of law about that. You gotta at least have one. So it looks awesome. I just like how it has all the different Dark Magician Girls as well. Then, next up, I have some of these playmats that are from Jump Festa. I think they were from last year's, if I remember correctly. So, this has, you know, the Pharaoh on it, a Tim, and then, of course, you have the God cards, which are, you know, from, like, Dawn of the Duel. Their designs are slightly different, you know, and even, like, different parts of the manga is, like, in the background, too. So, I still actually have these sealed, and they're just awesome. They're some of my favorites. I would use them, like, all the time if they were bigger playmats, honestly, but either way, still some of my favorite designed ones, because they're really nostalgic to me as well, just seeing that artwork again like that. Then, of course, same deal with this one. This was also one's from Jump Festa. And, yeah, you have Joey, Yugi, and Kaiba. And some of their main monsters, I think it's like the first time each one was summoned or something like that. Because you have, like, Red Eyes, Scapegoats, Time Wizard, Karibo, Dark Magician Girl, Blue Eyes, XYZ Dragon Cannon is also, I think Blue Eyes Ultimate is even right there. So, it just looks cool to see all the stuff going on in the background. And one of my favorite artworks because of that, too. And, of course, you know, the original series. Can't go wrong with that. Then after that, I also have my Rarity Collection playmat. This is what I get probably the most compliments on because I use it in a lot of my videos just because it's the first 5 main characters with their main monster on it. And I just think it looks awesome because you have Stardust, you have Utopia, Odd Eyes, Neos, and Dark Magician. And this is actually pretty rare, I think. Now, I haven't really seen any more of these, and it just looks awesome, too. It really is one of my favorites, and just having all those main monsters like that looks pretty cool. The only thing is I wish there was like a Rivals version of this. Then here's another Jump Fest Playmats. It was from, I think, 2015, if I remember correctly. I think that's, yeah, what that means, actually, right there. Or maybe it's the 15th Jump Fest. I don't know, I could be wrong. But anyway, it's from Dawn of the Duel, the final duel, basically with Yugi versus a Tim, or the Pharaoh or Yami, whatever name you want to go with. And it looks amazing. It's one of my favorites yet again, with like the Eye of Anubis in the background. And, just one of the coolest moments of the show, honestly. So, can't go wrong with that one either. Then I have this Lightsworn Playmat. This is where we first got the Lightsworn structure decks. Of course, Japan got them first, and they have like the special box where it came with a playmat and everything, so I still have my Japanese playmats from that. So, of course, with all your Lightsworns on the front of this one, and then also that was the same time whenever the Yugioh structure deck came out too. So same thing, they had a special box. You guys may remember me opening this up. I think it was around Christmas, like 3 or 4 years ago, I think now. It's been a while. But, yeah, I have both the playmats still from that, and just looks awesome. And then the last one I have is this Korean playmat as well. So again, kind of has the Dawn of the Duel designs, except on the other side though, it has, of course, Dark Magician, has the tablet in the background, and one that's just kind of a simple design, yet I think it's one of the coolest looking ones too. So definitely had to pick this one up, and I think this is probably one of the easier ones to get because I think Korean playmats are a little cheaper, just kind of like how their cards are usually a little bit cheaper too. Alright, now we're down to my last stack of playmats. So yeah, these are just different anime playmats that I own. They're like from different conventions and just all kinds of different things, even from other card games. So let's go and go through these. So first off, of course, I have this weekly Shonen Jump playmat. One of my favorites yet again. I mean, I've used it in a ton of videos, as you guys remember. So obviously, it's awesome because it has like basically all my favorite shows on a playmat. Looks amazing though. Then after that, this is the next playmat they came out with. I think it was like the following year. And again, you just have some of your favorite characters from Shonen Jump on it. A few extra characters too. But again, I like it because you have like Saitama, Naruto, and Ichigo on it. So that's the main reason I like it. But of course, like I said, all these shows are good too. It's just those are the ones I follow probably the most. Really cool design. Again, I think it was like Comic-Con or something. I don't know if these are tough really to find or not. But as soon as I saw them, I mean, I like basically instantly had to buy them. Then we also have this Naruto playmat, and I think if I remember correctly, this was a playmat you could get at New York Comic Con whenever the creator of Naruto was actually there. Like, he came to New York. I think it was the same year for that. He did, like, a signing and all kinds of stuff. And, of course, just all different phases of Naruto on it. So, looks cool. I mean, I especially like how it has Sage Mode, because that's, like, my favorite form of Naruto. I love that when he's fighting Pain. Probably my favorite arc. And, I mean, you know, it's a Naruto playmat, so I had to get it. It just looks awesome. Wish they also had one with, like, Sasuke as well, like him growing up, and that way you could have both of them. I don't think they ever did anything like that. Then after that, probably some of my tougher to find playmats, or at least I think so. I don't really see these going on sale anymore. These are actually from the Bleach trading card game, and as you guys know, I'm a big fan of Bleach. I mean, it's one of my favorite shows. It's just sad that, of course, it's not continuing, and even the manga has ended, and I didn't really like how it ended either. You know, it could have been a lot better on that, but still one of my favorites, and of course, I had to get the playmats for it. Of course, it has Ichigo with his Bankai on it, too, so it looks awesome. It's like a bigger playmat, too, so I like it. And then, of course, this is like the first set of the Bleach card game. I don't remember what it was called or anything. I really didn't collect too much of the Bleach card game, to be honest. It didn't last that long, I don't think, either. But, yeah, it just basically has a simple design from the first season, and first and second season, I guess, technically. And it looks awesome. I mean, I think that's when everyone really enjoyed Bleach as well, with that first season, you know, where they're actually saving Rukia and everything. And, I mean, it was a good arc, too. So I really miss that. I wish the rest of the series would have continued with that, because I think it would have done a lot better. But this playmat's one of my favorites just because of that, because I'm a huge fan of Bleach, and yeah, I mean, they're really tough to find nowadays, or at least I haven't seen them. And yep, there you go, that is my playmat collection video for you guys. So, I hope you guys have made it this far and you enjoyed the collection video. I knew it would be a longer video, and like I said, I might have a few too many playmats, honestly. You know what, I'll admit it, that's step one, is admitting, right? But yeah, I just remember, this is a collection I've acquired over a lot of years. I mean, I've gotten like all these playmats for good deals, and since I use them in my videos as backgrounds, I have quite a few because of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this collection video. Let me know which playmat was your favorite that you saw in this video, and also what playmat is your favorite that you actually own. I would love to hear about different playmats that you guys have, and if you have your own collection videos, I'd love to see those too. So let me know what you guys think, of course, down in the comments below. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos, collection videos, and other random things too. And of course, I will catch you guys later. See ya.